welcome back to my kitchen and welcome to the Recipe Therapist. So in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing another fall recipe with all of you guys. This one is an apple coffee cake and it has a crumb streusel on top. It looks so good. I said I have to share this on my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be making that together. So let me show you how we do it. Let me show you what we're going to be putting into this delicious cake today. I have all the ingredients lined up. We're going to start out with the streusel part of the recipe. I have 1.5 cups of flour. There's a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and we're going to be using a 1/2 cup of melted butter today, salted butter. We have a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. I also have a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now for this recipe, you really just need a tart apple to use. I like Honey Crisp. I couldn't find them today, so I have an alternative, but use any apple that you like. You're gonna need 2 or 3 small apples because we're gonna chop this and we're gonna put it on top of the batter later, you'll see. Now, for the cake part of the recipe, we have 4 tablespoons of softened salted butter, a 1/2 cup of sugar, and 1 large room temperature egg. It's very important that the egg is room temperature for this recipe. Okay, we also have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/2 cup of full fat sour cream. We have 1 cup of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, for this recipe, we are going to be using a spring foam pan, okay? This is a pan that we usually use for cheesecake, but today we're going to use it for this cake. It has to be 8 or 9 inches tops in circumference for this recipe. And what I want to say is stick around to the end because I'm going to show you how we're going to make an apple cider glaze to go on top of this delicious cake. We have to do is we have to grease and line our spring foam pan with some parchment paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with some Pam. I'm going to go all around the whole inside and outside of the pan. And my trick to lining the pan is I turn it upside down. I take a good, nice, big sheet of parchment paper and I take my cutting shears and I kind of ride my shears up against the edge of the spring foam pan, okay? And this works so well. If any of you know me that I'm this big baker now, this works so well every time. And it doesn't have to be perfect. If you see how as it goes into the pan, it could ride up the sides a little bit. That's absolutely fine. So that's my trick for the day. And then we're going to move this stuff out of the way. And I have a bowl here because we're going to work on the streusel part of this recipe. So what we have to do is basically just take all of our dry ingredients. That's my flour going in. And the brown sugar, we have our cinnamon, our nutmeg. I love all the fall spices. Our salt. And have regular sugar too, along with the brown sugar. It makes a nice flavor. Okay, that's basically all our dry ingredients. So we have it all here, and we're gonna mix it together, nice and evenly. And you can see it's, starting to change color because all those nice, fall spices are getting in there. And we're mixing this together, and now we're just going to add our wet ingredients, and that's it. I mean, this is really so simple for people that look at a recipe like this and think streusel is so hard. It's not. All right, so I have my melted butter. I just put it in the microwave for about, 25, 30 seconds. And I have my rubber spatula here, and I want to get all that frothy stuff out, guys, because believe it or not, that's the salt part of the recipe, and I am big on salt and baking. It makes such a difference in flavor. And all that's left is our, vanilla extract. And I'm just gonna mix this together, all right, until it's nice and moist. And this is gonna be the top part of our recipe, the streusel. And that is it. How easy is that? This is what the crumble should look like. You see? So now there's gonna be some large particles, and then there's gonna be like some thin, you know, granulated like sugar like particles, and that's totally fine. That's perfect. So now we're gonna get ready and we're gonna go over to the mixer and we're gonna start on the cake part of this recipe. The first thing we're gonna do is we're going to add our butter and our sugar. I'm using my KitchenAid mixer today. I have a paddle attachment. You can use a hand mixer, but I prefer the KitchenAid mixer for this recipe. And I'm going to just cream together the sugar and the butter for about a minute or so till it's light and fluffy on a medium. So this is what it should look like when I'm done creaming it. So now I'm gonna add my 1 room temperature egg, and I'm gonna mix it for about another minute or so until this is nice and well combined. Okay guys, so this is nice and well combined. This is exactly what it should look like, nice and yellow like that. So what's next is, I have my rubber spatula. I'm going to add the sour cream and the vanilla, and then I'm gonna mix this again just to combine, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna add the dry ingredients. All right, so look at that, nice and creamy with the sour cream. So now come over here. I have my dry ingredients that I'm gonna mix all together. We're just gonna add the salt and the baking soda. All right, get that all out, nice and easy. And we're just gonna whisk this together, all right. And that's it. We're gonna add this, the whole thing going right in. We're gonna mix this for another minute. And that's it for the cake part of the recipe. All right, guys, so this is our batter. Look at that. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want, nice and pasty. Don't worry if it looks dry. This is exactly what it's supposed to look like. So now we're gonna get ready to go back to that island, and we're gonna throw this whole cake together. I chopped all my apples and they are ready to go, and now it's time to throw this cake together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this spring foam pan, and what I did to save some time is put a thin layer of the batter on the bottom. This is a very thick batter. See, it's very pasty, so you kind of like have to take some time to work with it. So I have my thin layer on the bottom, and what I'm gonna do now is take all my apples and I'm gonna put them on top of this very thin layer. And I'm just gonna spread it around like this with my spoon, all right, nice and even. And what I did was I took 1 cup of the streusel that we made before. I'm taking 1 cup out, and I'm gonna pour it right on top of these apples. So this is what's gonna sweeten those apples up a bit and give that them that nice, you know, fall flavor of all the, you know, cinnamon and butter and sugar. I mean, how could that be bad? And now I'm just going to put the top layer on, all right? And this is going to, you know, take me some time, but I'm gonna, like I said before, I'm gonna work it, you know, all on the top, and then we're gonna get ready to put this in the oven, and it is gonna be so delicious. So I finished the top layer, and this is what it should look like. I spread it as close to the edges as I could, and now all that's left is just adding the remaining streusel on top. All right, so I'm just gonna, you know, sprinkle it all around, and it can fall down the sides. It's gonna add such flavor. It's gonna give that nice crunch to the top. And I also preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Look at that. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. And this is gonna cook for about 35 to 40 minutes at 350 degrees, and then we're gonna take it out, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make an apple cider glaze to go on top of this. Now I wanna show you guys how to make that apple cider glaze that we're gonna put on the top of this cake. So what I have here, it's really, really simple. It's just 2 ingredients. 1/2 cup of powdered sugar and about 2 tablespoons of some apple cider. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just add the apple cider. I have my nice little whisk here, and we're gonna mix it together. And that is it. It's so simple, I'm just gonna keep mixing it until it thickens up, and then we are going to pour it right on top of that cake when it comes out. All right, friends, so here it is. It's all done. It cooked about 40 minutes. It's nice and firm. I've let it cool for about 15 minutes, so it's still warm. And now we're going to top it off with our apple cider glaze. So I guess I'm just gonna drizzle it like this, right? Oh my gosh. Look at that. I mean, and I tasted this glaze. It has, you know, a nice sweetness to it, and you definitely taste that apple cider, you know, in there. You could also add some cinnamon or nutmeg to it if you want, or some pumpkin spice, but, you know, I just left it the way it is. So that is the glaze on top, and then I'm just gonna put a little powdered sugar on top, because why not? And look at that. I mean, does this look awesome? Wow. All right, guys, so this is the final product. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? The glaze is somewhat hardened up on there. I put some powdered sugar, and now we are going to test this cake, and I cannot wait to let you guys see this cake and taste this cake. Now, don't forget, I've never made this before, so I'm just as curious as you guys. So I'm gonna go, I still have that parchment paper on the bottom, but I'm going to lift this up. Wow, look at that. You see those apples with the streusel? That looks really, really good. And I can feel it, like it's really moist in there as well. Some of the crumbs, you know, fell. Look at that. You see the layers with the apple in between? That looks really, really good. All right, so now we're going to take a taste of this. So I'm going to cut right here and show you. Wow, that looks so good. I'm gonna get some crumb on top. It smells so good too. Oh my goodness, wow. This is incredible. I taste the apple, the cinnamon, it's crunchy. That streusel topping is so crunchy. Wow, you have got to try this recipe. I cannot wait to post this. Wow. I hope you guys like this episode, and I really, really hope you guys give this one a try. This is perfect for the fall. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more of my upcoming recipes. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time to serve up some more love. Take care.